On at 10:20 now. I'm on a fast, but we're going to see a lot of food here in this area. I'm not going to be eating it, but it's lovely food. You should if you come. I'm on a fast till 12:30, and then I'm done with this week. My week is off. I guess I must have started last week, midweek. Okay. I don't think I said before that if we do shopping places, then I'm going to shop and we're going to do the I forget what they call it, sweepstakes. I call it sweepstakes. I don't think that's what it's really called, but it's a StreamYard thing. They got a little function where you can do giveaways. So I was totally going to do that, but first we need viewers. Right now we have 0. I guess I'll wait for that. Although we don't need a lot of viewers. If you're the only viewer, you're guaranteed to win.
Right?
Now we could do a pseudo shopping where I buy stuff and send it to you. Then you can take pictures when you get it and go, "Wow, I really got this stuff."
That would be awesome.
But just take a look. I mean, I'm not sure that this is the sort of sweepstakes shopping. I was thinking it was more food in here. Honestly, take a look. There's a lot of non-food items down there. Hats, a lot of hats.
Oh, look. Wait, let me see those hats. Is that, I can't really tell, but wait, go back. Like, what are some of them like beanie hats? Some of them are like, some of them look like little church hats and something. But I mean, I don't have my glasses on.
I think they're just felt. Well, actually, no. That one's a little furry. That's a furry hat.
Look at those.
Cute.
Those are like retro. It looks like Batgirl kind of stuff. And I've seen a lot of people wearing those.
Yeah. They're popular, which is why they have a gazillion of them. I mean, you do have to remember. Sometimes I forget because Hanoi is not really a city of skyscrapers, so sometimes I forget it's actually a big city. But that figure that our food guide threw out, 8.5 million, that was correct.
Wow.
Now that's the metro. I think the city itself is something like 5, maybe a little over 5 million, but 8.5 is the metro. And metro is what we say in the U.S. Everybody says, "Oh, Atlanta's a city of 5 million people," and I'm always going, "No, it's not really. The metro is 5 million." But either way, that's a lot of people. And this is the central market for that. So, I promptly put my mask in my pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the street now, so I'm not worried. But I need to remember to put it on because I was coughing yesterday.
Oh, I bet it was smoggy.
I mean, I know the real damage is from the micro particulate matter, but what makes you cough is the macro particulate matter, the stuff that's just thrown up into the air. And that may actually be worse with bikes than cars. I'm loath to say anything good about cars, but because there's just so many bikes tossing the junk up in the air. Shoe area. Oh, we got a viewer. Yay, hello, viewer. Or a bot. I don't know.
Oh, hey, bot.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I welcome the bots. They may be driving our numbers up. We don't really know how that works.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute for 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, those are cute. I assume these thick soles are to make people taller.
No,
Why so
no, no,
thick?
no.
Why? Oh, Erica's just muted. She can probably still hear me, so I could talk to her. I'm just, I love wandering around the markets, but one thing I notice I do, I try and move too fast because it's so hectic. Well, not hectic, but not right now anyway. But there's so many people that you're always trying to get out somebody's way, so you get in the mode of moving quickly. Ugh. You go up to the second floor, and then you like run through the whole market, and you go, well, I guess that was it. I feel like there's more here than there was during the pandemic, which is understandable. I imagine a lot of people stayed home. I remember a lot of fabric being on the second floor. Oh, wow. Can't pass by this. That's a lot of flashing
Okay,
lights.
I'm back. And I was hearing you. I was like, I do hear you. And then I was like, wait, I'm muted. He can't tell that I hear
Well, I figured it out after a minute. I was like, wait, she just said muted. She's not away from the computer. You on the computer still?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You originally logged on, but then when you had to log off, I was like, maybe she had to. You were gone for a minute. I was like, maybe she had to switch to something else. No. So you can get a good grasp of the size of the market. Oh, there's a fountain in the middle. What's that?
Oh, this place is
It's
gigantic.
pretty big, right? 3 stories. Big open space in the middle. Scott pointed out when we were in Hong Kong that when you have a big open space in the middle like that, you're really showing off the space and that you have available, because if you have a place that doesn't have a lot of space, big open spaces in the middle, that's like kind of like a waste. It's kind of like a show of wealth. We can go back down. Which some of the malls do it in Hong Kong, and some of them don't. Even some of the ritzy malls, they forego that and use it for selling space. So they have complete floors where you don't have the big atrium, which I get because space is at a premium, especially there, but here too. The the land value is different, but it's still valuable land being at the center. That's lovely. Oh, I don't think that's a full-on pharmacy. They're just selling some particular herbal stuff or something. Anything you want to look for? I think she's muted again.
Um, oh, yes, I was, but I was hollering at Santana because she's her. um, I don't know. Like, I imagine they have literally everything there.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can kind of go through it as we go. We already saw the shoe section, so that doesn't mean all the shoe sellers have to be there, but they usually cluster together so that if you want shoes, you know where to go. underwear and socks at this stand. Oh, festive things.
Festive things. I like
Hmm.
festive things.
Well, there's we went by it on the bike. I don't know if you noticed, but oh, hey, somebody showed up.
Oh,
Welcome, Scott.
Scott.
Hello.
I'm
Norm.
trying to holler his name like Norm on Cheers.
Exactly. I was gonna say. Welcome. How's your morning going?
It's not morning here,
What?
but thank you. Um, where are we? Dong Xuan Market, #1 CPI.
Number one supermarket. Oh wait, that's a super. It's not a supermarket. Never mind. Stick with yours. You did. You did good. I always thought it's fascinating that supermarkets are neither markets nor are they super. They kind of suck. Discuss.
Discuss. Coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
What are you talking about? Tomorrow I'm going to go get 2 different vaccines and then go get some cheap diet soda all under the same roof. What could go
Wow.
wrong?
That's the way to go. Bag.
Oh
We're in the
no!
bag section. Although,
I
honestly, I
accidentally
think you
sent a
need a
mask
bag.
picture.
A
Um,
math picture?
no, a mask. I sent a mask. I almost sent
Huh?
the middle finger. I used too many. I'm chatting with the person that's shopping for me while you're shopping. She's shopping.
So much
And
shopping
I
going
almost sent
on.
it. A whole lot of shopping going on. But oh, I'm. Oh well, she's probably just gonna laugh at that. I was like, oops, sorry, wrong emoji. I don't have my glasses on. It looked like teeth, but it's a mask.
Oh, nothing wrong with a mask.
Right. But I was trying to be nice. I was like, thank you so much. And I put a mask on.
Thank you so much. Now cover your mouth. Oh, that reminds me. I remember they when they opened back up here, they would check. They had these doors like you couldn't get. You saw how open, like how many entrances there are to the market. They only had a couple of open, and they had them checking your vaccination proof at the door. Each, I think it was just these two doors in the front. It was the only way to get in. Memory just hit me when I walked out that door. Sorry, memory.
Ah,
So Scott, how did your day go yesterday? I know. Wait, sorry,
uh,
today. I'm still confused about the day thing. I'll remain
oh, that's
confused
all right.
about that. How did
Um,
your day go up to this point?
um, it was not what I expected. Um,
Oh, what happened?
um, we had to get run up to John's my for the viewers my brother's house to they'd gone on vacation and forgotten some things, so I
Oh,
had to go up there and
mhm.
mail things to them overnight, and yeah,
Oh,
and just not feeling too great today, but
oh.
other than that, it's okay.
Anything in particular wrong?
Um, I because of the in part because of the rush to get up there and get everything done, and because I made a poor choice in what I chose to rectify the situation. I didn't eat until way too late,
Oh,
Oh,
and so
blood sugar.
so my blood sugar was pretty low, and then I said,
oh,
"Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get something on the way home. We just gonna stop at McDonald's," and that
oh.
maybe was not the best thing to do. So,
Why is it not the best thing to do?
just because French fries and stuff are full of carbs,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm
but
gonna
they are
stop.
so tasty.
They are. Yes. why they're easy to sell, I guess.
But thank you for asking. Again, these are not tragedies in either a larger sense or a personal sense. It's just kind of a crummy day, a little
All
bit.
right.
But I've
Well,
had
it's all
worse.
based on your feeling.
Are your
It's up-
meds sorted out to where it feels okay now? Or you'll
Yes,
level
the
out?
Trulicity. Uh, See, that's been part of the problem today. Like I can't think good. The Trulicity shortage apparently has sorted itself out, so I'm back on my Trulicity after several weeks. So yeah,
Good.
that's because all them. I don't know this for a fact, and it's one of those I think I heard it kind of things. But I'm gonna blame all the
Oh, it's the
fatties
weight loss
trying to
things.
lose a bunch of weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it absolutely is. And you know what? The place that Jacob is working at right now has expanded because it's Eli Lilly but he's working for an automation company for them. But that's who is making Trulicity, and so they've expanded their operations to accommodate.
well,
oh,
I mean, at first was Ozempic. That's what you kind of had been hearing about, and then I guess once that ran out, people were like, "Oh gosh, well, what else?" Because there
Yeah,
are,
any of the yeah,
well, yeah. I mean, it's fine if you want to try to use a drug to lose weight. That's not what I'm. I don't want to down people for doing that for trying to get healthy, but
yeah,
at the same time, when it's sort of medically necessary for other people to not die sooner,
right. Oh,
right.
slow your
Oh,
roll.
that and so you know that the doctors were being incredibly irresponsible, knowing that it would overwork the pharmaceutical companies who didn't have enough to keep up, but they were making wads of money prescribing the stuff too.
Right. That's
You know what
that's
I mean?
more what I mean. It's not like the average
Mhm.
consumer, if you're non-diabetic, is going to know, well, I shouldn't take this because there's a
this is
limited supply and
between
it's for
two buildings,
No,
the
but
market.
I'll guarantee you that as soon as some people knew, they
That's
still
nice.
didn't care and they were still taking it.
Well,
I mean, but I'm glad that it's evening out. But yeah,
um,
that's because I've read people saying that they were, well, I'm still going to have my medication. I'm going to lose my weight, and I'm like, okay, okay, murderer.
You know,
I mean, those kind of people can just go jump in a lake. I mean, that's not
That might help them burn some
yeah,
calories.
get out there. Swim in that polluted lake, fatso.
Disclaimer for anybody listening: I'm fat, and I'll talk some shit about fat people because I'm fat. And
Also, yes,
it's really just going to be fat, selfish people.
I can say that too because I am also part of the obese community, and um I also am diabetic, so I'm gonna, yeah. The fat hasn't
now,
killed me yet. The diabetes, might.
good, yeah. I mean, they both could, but the diabetes is more urgent.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
so is there a difference then if you're prescribed it for one thing or for another? So like you're both, but you're taking it for your diabetes. Is that different
When
than
I
the?
was, yes, I was given the first Ozempic, and then because my insurance company stopped covering it, thanks. Um, uh, just
Yeah.
gonna say it again here. Bernie Sanders is right. Socialized medicine is a thing we need to do in
Hmm.
this country. But
Absolutely.
I went to Trulicity, and I was only prescribed those things. My doctor only gave me those because I had diabetes. Not, and they say, and the ads and stuff say, and you might lose a little weight too. But really,
Right.
it's about not dying from diabetes. I mean, also, keeping your lower legs and that kind of thing. It's also a
Yeah,
big
those are
thing.
important.
Yeah,
Right.
you would lose some weight if they had to cut those off, I guess.
I,
Yeah.
I suppose that's true. Probably not. Probably not a plan that they'll be able to sell.
No.
not going to outsell Weight Watchers for losing weight,
Oh,
but
you know what? Weight Watchers and Noom, a couple
hmm,
of them, especially Weight Watchers, are really popular. The weight loss sites are now um, along with prescription drugs, like with the semaglutide, with the Ozempic and other things, tirzepatide and stuff like that for weight loss, because apparently they have researched, and now, because I've always trusted Weight Watchers to be on top of the game, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And so they're like, that if they're agreeing with that along with healthy diet and exercise, then it is something that's needed. Well, especially in this country with the way everybody eats and everybody's
Yeah.
getting a little bit thicker.
Well, yeah,
So
and with the aging population of the boomers, and like you say, more and more people are just we eat junk because that's what's cheap and easy in this country,
yeah.
and we we're almost obligated in a lot of ways if you're to eat
Uh,
this way, and it's
I don't mean to break this conversation. Please return to it. But I just wanted to note the building on the opposite side there that I'm pointing the camera at. That's where we were a moment ago. The big 3-story atrium,
mhm.
and it connects. The market connects, and there's another building to it. When we were just in back here, just to give you an idea of the size of the market, it's quite
So
large.
is this a separate sort of open air atrium than the one you showed us few minutes ago, or is this the same one from a different level?
But the one we were in a minute ago, maybe you can't tell. We're outside now.
Yeah.
The one just now was inside. So yes, this is a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one
Cool.
was larger, but this isn't an atrium. This is just a space between two buildings.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
couldn't think of what
walkways on
else to
each level.
call it.
Yeah, you said your brain was fuzzy. That's fine, no
Well, I
problem. But
mean,
yes,
yeah,
it's not anything. It's just a space between buildings, and they've got connection there. Let's walk down to
it's
the
it's
first level though. Go ahead with the
it's
back
a
to the.
it's an alleyway.
Go ahead. Um,
Um, that's all.
go ahead.
It's just there's a diabetes epidemic that's kind of beginning here in America, and it's younger and younger people are getting it, and it's just
mhm.
I
I
don't
thought it
know.
was well underway.
It is, yeah.
I mean, well, it has been, but it's increasingly worse, and also
Right.
with them doing less activity, eating more junk, and people being increasingly impoverished. I mean, it's a horrible mix. But and people have absolutely no health education, and that's why it's important for health educators like me. But it doesn't matter to people because they want a quick fix, and because our government would never actually try and push for any initiatives other than saying, "Hey, y'all might want to like eat healthy or something or
Oh
whatever."
yeah, remember when
Right.
Michelle Obama, First Lady Michelle
Oh,
Obama, was trying to
Yeah.
push for healthier kids lunches, and people thought she was the devil because of it?
right. Oh, she put some whole wheat bread on a plate. I'm like, honey,
That
that ain't gonna fix your
bitch.
kid anyway. But yeah, I can't believe
Well,
that.
yeah, but I mean, at least she was trying to do something, and they just made it out like it was
Right,
just
and they were
child
immediately,
abuse.
"Oh, she could have given everybody, a couple $1,000 and they still would have hated her." Well, those particular people that hate her, we know why they hate her.
Right.
Is it because she's a
They were
strong black woman who don't take no
yes.
sass? Oh, that is
It
exactly it. Sorry. Um, no, I think I heard today, like under, I guess it would be some of those rules. I don't remember, but they said that there had been a ban on whole milk in schools. I think at the national level, and that was repealed um, earlier this week
wait,
by the
there's been a
Republican
what?
House.
Ban on
Th-
whole milk.
There was some kind of ban. I think that's what I could be completely wrong, but there was some kind of ban or discouragement or something at the federal level on whole milk in schools,
Huh.
like for school kids.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
um, the
Is whole
Republican
milk
led
that
House.
unhealthy to drink? I mean, I don't like
Um,
to drink
it-
milk.
it's a lot. I mean, it's got a
I
lot more fat in it than like skim milk.
I mean, are they really
Well,
thinking
sure.
they're doing something with that versus other things that they could do? Like, there's a lot of things that start at home, and people are not. aware of these things. Like my friend, her daughter got gigantic, and I mean, even if she listened to this, she knows who I'm talking about anyway. But her daughter got gigantic because for the first when she started on a sippy cup all the way up until she was 5 years old, she gave her whole milk
Oh
every day.
my.
Now, remember that whole milk, or even fattier milk than that, or like cream, is there to make a calf into a grown cow.
Right.
So when you're giving kids in large amounts, yeah, that's a problem. But I don't
Right.
see that started at home with her and
Well,
overfeeding the kids and giving them junk.
but
But
the marketing has told us for years how healthy it is to drink milk.
What's better
that's
than
because
better than like
the
Cola?
dairy lobby.
That's
I
because
mean,
of
it's
the dairy
better
You
for
lobby.
remember?
you. It's
It's better
better
No,
for
for
you
they're
than
you.
really
cola. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better for you than like
big dairy. No, but seriously, like, do you remember when Oprah said she was never going to eat beef again, and the beef folks tried to sue her because they were
Right.
mad because she was
Right.
talking about how having too much beef was going to make you unhealthy. That's those corporations, those gigantic corporations are in it for their money, and they don't care if your kids get fat and you die early without a foot or whatever. You know what I
Die without a foot. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm dead, I really don't care if I'm missing a foot at that point, I suppose.
You're
But
kind of missing everything.
yeah,
I'm missing
but yeah,
so much. I'm not alive anymore.
but even that very small thing that they tried to institute at the national level, the Republican-led House was like, "Yeah, nah, get rid of that. We
Right.
don't want that
Yep.
mess. We don't want our freedom taken away, our milk freedom."
You will never
Right.
take my milk. That
I
was
want
the
all the
scene they cut
fatty.
from Braveheart.
I want all that fatty goodness of whole milk for my
Yeah.
kids. It's just the silliest things. It's like, look how government's taking our freedom. It's
While they are steadily actually voting and making policies that will, while their people are, and we know it. We know it. We
We
know what's
know it.
happened.
We saw
yeah.
you.
But it's whatever they're the loudest and most obnoxious about is actually what they're doing. Every condemnation is a confession.
Well, yeah. It's just seems like this very smallest sort of thing that could be done, and they were like, no, we're not even going to let that happen. This is the hill we're going to die on.
Right.
Whole milk.
Every, that's
These
that's
these
why
are
they
the
win so much.
problems
Every hill
facing
is
our
the hill they
nation.
will die on.
Yeah, some of them are
Yeah.
they're very intractable. Um,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely. Mm.
it's like,
I,
but this is what you're going to make a big stink about is this whole meal. Well, don't we have like? I'm not saying you can't work on multiple problems at one time,
market side note,
but
guys. If you can see the outsides of the buildings that I was just talking about, the one up there is the one building. Maybe I can get closer to the division between the two,
all right.
and you can see the size of them.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this exploration of Vietnam into
Well, that's all right. We're actually in
politics.
the food section, so I think a food discussion is relevant.
Oh,
Maybe. Uh, so that's the main building, but the second building here is almost as big, and it's also a 3-story. It's
mhm.
yeah. Again, I'm just driving home at the point that it is a very large market. But okay,
Well,
you
yeah,
can
it's almost
return.
like a mall. Oh, it's like almost like a shopping mall as far as scale. It seems.
Oh yeah, I've seen smaller malls for real. For real.
I saw something on Facebook not long ago that said they should turn all the old malls that are now mostly empty into Gen X retirement communities
Okay. I
because
mean, that might
because
happen.
it'd be somewhere familiar for all of us, and there's
Ah,
already like an arcade and
right. Go
a
play
food
video games.
court. Yeah,
My
food
old
court. You
age.
got your
Yeah.
entertainment, your food, and turn
I
the
mean,
rest.
Gen X. We're not too far from retiring. I mean, the people who can retire. I'll never retire, but because I love working so much.
Um.
Here's the spices and little dried things area.
Oh.
Shrimp, dried shrimp. So those are mushrooms.
Oh, I thought you were calling me a shrimp.
I was not. Sorry. Anise. Oh, I don't want to knock anything into the floor. Just to keep moving forward. Now, there's usually a prepared food portion, but I'm not sure that we're after breakfast time.
Oh, are you up to peanut butter jelly time?
Not quite yet. It'll be 12:30. I'm not sure I'm going to have peanut butter and jelly though. Ooh, there's some peppercorns.
Peppercorn.
Peppa Pig.
Right.
Oh, and I was muted earlier, but I'm going to say the meanness anyway.
Okay.
But when y'all said something about a hill they're willing to die on, and I think Wesley said something about there's a lot of hills that they want to die on. I was like, well, they should just die already.
You'd think they'd be dead by now.
Not if they
Well-
not if they win.
Well, you notice how something can be a complete non-issue, and then the minute there's a
There's
political
Yuri.
advantage to making it an issue. Hey, oh, can you let him in?
Yep.
Hey, Yuri.
Hi, guys. Hey,
Yuri.
how's it going? Hey, Scott. Hey, my friend.
Hey, we're at a market today.
What up?
Oh, good market.
Yeah. Now, Shenzhou closed down
Yeah.
its market, didn't it?
Yeah, how's the weather over there in Vietnam?
It's still chilly.
They're chilly. Yeah, in China, it's like frozen cold, I would say.
Frozen cold, yeah.
Yeah, let's say
Well,
that.
It's cold today. That must mean the global warming isn't
It's
real.
extremely cold. Yeah, here in Chenzhou, you see, okay.
All right. Now, Shenzhou, when was the last time Shenzhou got snow?
I'm not sure, last year? Last winter, I would say. Oh, so many scooters, so many motorcycles. I love that.
Actually, this has to be just one of the parking areas because this is not enough to account for all the people in the market. Not by
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy one of those, okay, the next year.
Yeah, you gonna get an electric? You have to, right?
No, not electric, but a motor one. Yeah,
Yeah.
bike.
But you can't have one of those in Shenzhou.
Yeah, but right now the regulation here is kind of loose, no, so it's losing. So yeah, I would say
That's not
maybe.
good. That was one of the things that kept Shenzhou's air clean. Shenzhou had pretty good air for a city its size.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. But yeah, still you can't say like too many like motorcycles here in Chenzhou. Some of them, still, I mean, riding that on the street in the city area is still like prohibited.
I see. Okay. As long as you're outside the central city, you can have a motorbike.
Yeah, okay, you name it. Do you still remember there's so many like place of interest, okay, around Chenzhou city, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't see all of them. In the 5 years I left there, I rarely left the city, to be honest.
Yeah, now there is like way more place for you to explore. I'm telling you, my friend.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, mind if I mention that because so far right now Chenzhou has a teeny tiny like airport,
Yeah.
and through that airport we can just take a very cheap flight right through, like the airline from Chenzhou to Xi'an, the most
Really?
historical city ever in China. Yeah, definitely with a very cheap price.
Guys, do you remember? I can't get this guy's face, so maybe you don't recognize it. You remember this particular turtle?
Oh,
Was that one that was in that museum?
Is it
He
Mitch
looks
McConnell?
just like that one.
Mitch McConnell.
what in the
Mitch
museum?
McConnell.
Love it.
This, yeah, except the one in the museum was like, what would you say, like 1.5 meters long or something like that?
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
one that's supposed to be from that lake.
Yeah. This is either a
Oh,
baby or
elephant
just a
bro.
relative, I guess. This one. Anyway, yeah. Well, he's dinner. What
Okay.
was it?
Oh no! Well,
What was it the lady said on our food tour? She said, "It's a pet today, dinner tomorrow."
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Yeah, turtle soup is good. Don't knock it.
Oh, I'm not. I haven't. I've never had it, but I would certainly try it. I mean, I've had little bit of alligator. It's good.
Yeah, I've had alligator. It is. Well, should I do the it tastes like chicken thing?
as long as it's not like old alligator or
Ah,
like some of it can taste kind of like gamey or fishy too. But like I had some really good alligator, which made me believe that every time I'd have alligator after that, it would be good.
oh,
And then
right.
I quickly, as a child, that not everybody can cook.
Ah, it's
I was
true.
like, oh,
It's so true. We talk about this meat's good, that meat's good. I mean, the cook is the main ingredient. Was it cooked
Definitely.
well?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first time they tried to give me surf and turf from the Navy, we went to this play at my daddy's Navy base, and they gave us steak and lobster. And you think it's going to be really good. It was horrendous. That
Mm,
lobster was disgusting, and so was the steak. I didn't eat it again for another 10 years because
oh,
I thought that that's just what it tasted like.
right. Yeah. I mean, I do the same thing. I have the same like mental block when I eat something that's not good. I go, oh, that particular, you know, meat or that particular dish is not good. But the reality is, it's who cooked it. Logically, I know
Mm-hmm.
that, but it's a hard block to pass. Hard block to get
Definitely.
through. They're inspecting, it looks like.
That's cool. Yeah, the one thing I really love about Vietnam is like maybe I mean through that place I got to see so many things that we China used to have, but right now we don't.
Right. Good things or
Uh-huh.
bad
Good. Definitely good. Good memories, you know.
things? Yeah. Do you feel like China
Yeah,
is,
since
is losing some
yeah, you go
culture to
ahead.
modernization?
Yeah, we gain something when meanwhile we have to lose something, right? But right there, okay. So it's like every glance I took from your video, it just bring me like back to like 10 years or maybe 20 years ago. It's like
Yeah.
time travel.
But you were only a kid. Stuff you remember
Yeah,
from being a child. Yeah, yeah. I get that.
yeah.
The world was much better when I was younger. I think that's
Uh-huh.
a truism.
Yeah. But it's okay. But right now the word is somewhere we have to use to get used to it, right? Get deal with, right? Get used to.
Yeah, the world. Get used to it. That's the tagline for the world when we advertise
That's definitely what the U.S. is. It's like,
it.
yeah,
Get
it
used to
sucks, but what are you gonna do?
it.
Yeah,
Stuck here.
speak of which, I still never take one step like into like U.S. territory. I want to be there. I want to meet all my friends like Scott and Erica.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, if you ever come here, you have to come to Atlanta and visit. Or actually, I'm moving to North Carolina, so you come to Raleigh
Okay,
over there in North
no problem.
Carolina.
I will definitely do that. Right now, I do have a friend. I do have a business pal who like is about to open a company there in America. So yeah, somewhere in the future we'll have more chance to communicate with each other. No problem.
Yay.
I feel like out of this whole market, if tourists come here, this is the area they're directed. I'm going to walk across the street and point to it.
Mhm.
And it is food, so it's not like wrong that you want to be directed there. But that's the very touristy strip of food. In fact, one of them is a street food tour.
Hmm.
Well, that's not a terrible thing. It's a good thing to do. We did a street food tour. We'll be posting that video soon. It was nice. Erica, did you
Okay.
enjoy the street food tour?
I did. Oh my gosh, that okay, first of all, you really lucked up because nobody else was there for the tour, so it
Right.
was like you had your own personal
All
tour.
right. Yeah.
And that the host, the lady that led the tour, she was lovely and just really helpful. Oh, she kept on trying to, help you with the camera and
Yeah.
get good pictures and yeah, she was really good. And all of the food was yummy.
Oh yeah, it was all good. The food is really good in Vietnam. Yuri, the only thing you wouldn't like about it is it's not really spicy. You add your spice at the table.
You not spicy, right?
It's not spicy, no.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, maybe that's what you can remember remember about like Shenzhen, like Hunan's like cuisine. But yeah, definitely.
Yes, I
Uh,
remember that. I remember the face peeling spicy dishes at every meal. And not
yeah,
one thing,
but
like every.
recently it is, it is. Truth is, I mean, I'm not sure. Have you ever tasted the real deal of the Chinese cuisine? I mean, they do have like different eight series, like eight, how should I say that, categories of the dishes. Okay, uh, yeah, and the dishes from
Eight
like eight, somewhere
eight
around
cat.
that. Yeah, around
What does that
eight
mean?
categories. It's like eight flavors. They have, how should I
Oh,
say that? Eight, yeah. So they do
you mean
have
like?
eight different kind of series cuisines in China, flavors.
Hmm. You mean like spicy,
So
sweet,
no, no, no,
salty?
no, no. That's flavor. That's flavor, right? That's a tasting of the food. No, it's not like that. So
Oh,
from different area of China, we have different like kind of like cuisines. 'Cause in Sichuan province, they have another ones. In Hunan, we have something like which were very unique. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
okay.
say here.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like Sichuan,
Yeah,
Hunan,
yeah,
and
Regional
like all the
things.
different types of ones that are in
yeah.
those different
Regional things,
areas.
definitely. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the regions? What are the eight?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure like a Guangdong province. Okay, that's one of the region.
Okay,
And
Guangdong,
Zhejiang,
Sichuan,
yeah, Guangdong,
Zhejiang.
Zhejiang,
Okay, yeah. Now
Yunnan,
that's
and
Shanghai cuisine, right? Zhejiang,
Shanghai things. Yeah, and also Yunnan. Yeah, have I ever mentioned Yunnan?
Yunnan.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and
Yunnan
also
is
Fujian.
Yunnan is the region, the highland region that abuts the Himalayas. Is that right?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, that place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I get them confused. That's where Dali is, and what are the other cities?
Fujian.
Fujian is a different province.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
product. But you mean in Yunnan there is like a Lijiang? Oh no 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 no. Sorry. Yeah, Lijiang definitely. Uh, I'm not
Okay.
sure. Just too many stories. Too many like good place there.
Oh yeah. Well, right now
Hmm.
we're doing Hanoi. We've got a while to explore here. Do you guys want to explore around the edge of the market? As I
Maybe.
Yes.
suspected, most of the eating places aren't open now anyway. They probably open at lunch. You'll find a lot of street food for breakfast, but you got to be up early for that. My island, the island I live on, doesn't even. Uh, they're not even open when I'm up wanting breakfast. So it's just as well I'm fasting. I always have to have yogurt and granola. I could go off the island, but that seems like a long way to go for breakfast.
I see. Yeah,
Oh, okay. We'll come back whenever you like. I've noticed that people. Well, this is not something I noticed in China. I won't say anyone else does it. I'm not sure. I've noticed people end phone calls abruptly. They're just like, well, done with that. Like they don't say goodbye. They just go click.
So did my grandmommy when she was at the nursing home. She'd be like, "Oh, it's dinner," and she'd go, "Love you," and then she'd at least say "love you" sometimes, but like
Yeah.
usually she'd be like, "Okay," I'd be like, "Okay, grandmommy," and then we just hit the road. I guess it was like, see ya.
By the time you hang up, or by the time you say goodbye, they've hung up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I noticed that, and I've always wondered. I don't know if I went through my whole the world answers the phone with hello. Like Google had a messaging app for a while. They named it ALLO, allo, and I think it was going to be targeted to the international, consumer, but they abandoned it, like they do a lot of stuff. But the reason that they called it that is because the world answers the phone with allo, and I think it's TV and movies that have done that because they see Americans or British answering the phone and going hello, or they did in the 20th century, and so it just became like a thing that people answer the phone with hello. And so for the goodbye thing, in TV and movies, if you'll notice, you rarely see people say goodbye before they hang up the phone. Like they finish the conversation and then it just goes down. Right? They just put it back on the, what do you call it? Receptacle. And so I wondered if Chinese people didn't get this habit from watching TV and movies and thinking like that's proper phone etiquette. So
Yeah, but in a movie, you do. I mean, you don't want to take up screen time with somebody getting off the phone. I mean, I
oh
get
yeah,
why it's not there, but yeah,
yeah, yeah, I get it. I just it's just funny that when it was in China when you'd be talking to somebody on the phone and they're just like, okay, conversation's over, and they wouldn't say anything, you just hear the dial tone, click.
I
Okay.
mean, they say that's why you look at like Japanese anime, and everybody in anime has a sort of Caucasian skin tone as far as the
Yeah.
coloration and those things go,
Yeah.
and it's because all of their animation that they were getting, animated movies and stuff, were coming from here.
Huh.
And everybody was
I didn't know
colored as
that.
a white person. They're like, okay, that's
Right.
the norm, the quote unquote normal skin tone. So
Right.
that's what they, yeah.
Well, there is
Um,
something too in traditional cultures, and I think this goes for a lot of places that wealthier people didn't have to work in the fields, and so they ended up with lighter skin, and so it became an ideal that to show wealth that you want a lighter skin tone, which is
mhm.
why almost every skin product in Asia is sold with skin whitener, which is not good for
Oh
your
my god, I
skin.
know.
But
Do you remember that one? Were you in Malaysia when it had the white power skin stuff? Do you remember that?
oh
I think
no,
that
I
was
didn't see
Malaysia.
that
Yes,
one.
yes.
Oh
We
boy.
were in a store, and I think it was Penang.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. We were in a store, and it just said the skin product, face soap or whatever it was, just said white power, like in big flashy
Oh my
letters.
god. Oh my god.
Oh my. It
I
made me
I
laugh.
don't want to I don't want to embarrass my nephew if he ever hears this, and I'm not telling this to embarrass. I'm telling it because it's funny.
It's just
So
informational.
right. He's playing this video game where you're a spaceship captain, and every so often you get a new member of your crew.
Okay.
And he's playing this video game, and everybody, him and his brothers are really hoping for some kind of weird alien, right? They want, oh man, I hope it's some kind of weird alien crew member. That'd be awesome. And then the person comes on board or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and because this is what he got, my nephew says, "Oh, it's just a black guy."
Ah, oh no.
And it's like he didn't mean it like out of
No, he wanted the
context. It
alien.
sounds, but he wanted an alien. It was just like, uh, oh, it's
He
just
would have
some
said the
black
same thing if it
guy.
was just a white guy too. He'd be like, just a white guy.
Yeah,
Like
it
I would
wouldn't have
definitely.
mattered. It would have been, oh, it's just some blank guy, and it's,
Was it a
but it,
human or? Was it a
It was a
crazy alien?
human, yes. No,
Oh,
it
okay.
was a
Just
human. It was just
okay.
a human of African
Uh,
descent. And
right.
What
Okay.
game is it?
Is that
oh
Star
gosh, I
Trek?
don't know. They play so many. I don't know.
Uh,
Um, I
Because
wonder if
Star
it
Trek,
might
you
have.
get the bridge crews.
Yeah,
I know I like getting the aliens because they always look weird. Which you can make them look anything in that one.
they've got a new one out, new Star Trek game where it's one of those like it's almost like a choose your own adventure novel kind of thing.
Oh, Erica, do
Yeah.
you remember this? We were on the approach, and I didn't notice people.
Oh,
I didn't say any kind of notice. You remember this from the food tour? This is where we entered the city when we did the food tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember anything about it?
that's cool.
I absolutely do not. I just know it looked cool.
Okay, I know limited, but I'll run through what I remember. This is the east gate to the ancient city. It's the last remaining of the original gates to the ancient city because it was originally a walled city. Of course, most ancient cities were, if they were any size. I'm trying to think of the age. What did she say? I feel like she said it predates um, Vietnam becoming Vietnam, like when it was still part of China. But I don't think this structure does. The structure's been rebuilt, but the gate was here for like I think she said 1,300 years. But this structure was, boy, I hate to just rattle off numbers. I want to say she said like 700 or 800 years old, but I'm trying to look for. Let's walk around and look for a little sign that
There's a
tells us
Info.
in.
there's a little sign. What is it? Does it have any information about
I
that?
don't think that's an informational sign. I think it's the
Oh,
Quan Chung the.
my co- my connection is so bad. I just see a blur. So
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's why we're doing
I,
the downloading. We're doing the thing where the videos that we cut from the live stream will be much clearer quality.
yeah, I've got the cord now. I'm gonna hook up my computer directly to the
Oh, you think it's your
modem. I think.
connection to the internet? Well, maybe.
I hope so. I hope that's what it is.
Well, I've got a good connection, but it's the live stream when I went back and watched a bit of yesterday's last night was not as clear as what we get when we cut later. But that, of course, is a good thing. That means
Oh, okay.
we can cut nice things later. If anybody watches live, it'll just be for the excitement of it being live, not for the clarity of the picture. And
It
you can watch later for the clarity.
it seemed like yesterday Erica said something about seeing something or whatever that I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't see it. It's too blurry on the screen.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
was it
Okay.
the paintings or anything? I mean, sometimes I see it blurry or choppy on here,
Uh
but I make out certain bits of it. Like right now, it looks choppy or blurry, right? But
huh.
when Wesley gets a little bit closer, it'll start to focus sometimes.
Right. Well, I think motion too does it. It can only download so much at a time. So if I'm in motion, it's going to be blurrier.
I'm waiting on my new glasses. I really am waiting on my new glasses.
I get mine in January, but I do have my glasses sitting over here beside me, but I'm too lazy to reach over and get them. And then also, because I don't wear them as much, they'll bother me for me to wear them for just a little bit. So I'm like, I'll just look at things in a blurry fashion.
I
I'm
shall
getting
look
my
at them in
first.
a blurry fashion.
I'm getting my first pair of bifocals. So
Ooh.
Oh.
yeah, and the ladies at the that were helping me, pick out the glasses at the Walmart Vision Center. I ain't ashamed to say that's where I went. They were like, "Oh, you're a 4.5. Oh my goodness, you're gonna need to get some of the better materials." I was like, "Are they gonna be really thick if I don't?" And they were like, "Oh yes, they will."
Oh, yes.
No.
It will
Oh
be like
no.
wearing a Coke. I said, it'd be like those old Coke bottle glasses. So
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys are as into sauce as I am, but that looks like some yummy sauce.
I love
Oh,
sauce.
Oh, it's got
I
a
thought this
seal on
is
the
right.
top. Uh,
Like a
got a,
like like a sea creature seal. What are you talking about?
Oh no, it's got a seal. It's
Oh,
it's
it's
like
sealed.
factory sealed. The cap is
Oh,
factory sealed. So
oh,
I
I
guess
see.
it's not homemade sauce. Is what's my point.
Oh,
Disappointment. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Just a normal fish market area.
wonder if what do
This is a
people
cute
eat
little
seal?
street.
Eat seals.
Eskimos do.
I wonder what it tastes like. I imagine it's
Um,
real fatty. They're
Yeah,
seals.
yeah, that's true. Fish are supposed to be tastier if they come from cold waters. I don't know about mammals.
Hmm.
it's probably gamey and fishy
We saw
because I mean, think about it looks like a sea dog, and then it
yeah.
eats fish, so it's
Oh,
gonna
so I
be.
can't.
Or it be an old sea dog. We watched an program on killer whales. Well, it had killer whales in it. They were filming around Antarctica, and they were showing how these killer whales have developed this technique where they will kind of catch a seal on a small floating iceberg, and then they'll just swim along in tandem underneath it, close enough to the surface where basically their the motion of their swimming and the movement of the water breaks the ice up underneath the seal, and then it dumps it into the water where they can catch it.
Oh,
Oh my
oh
god!
wow.
Yeah, it's you're thinking, oh, poor seal, but at the same time, you're also like, wow, them whales is pretty smart.
Yeah. I hope they
I
don't
mean,
turn on
when I'm
us.
sitting here eating this chicken in just a minute, I'm not thinking poor chicken, even though, like,
I'm thinking
you
delicious
know,
Well,
chicken.
well, yeah, but I guess a seal's kind of a higher organism, and I don't know.
I don't know. I could hug a chicken. Chickens are
Ah,
affectionate too and everything, but that's why I don't want to keep one as a pet.
that's how I trick them. Free hugs for chickens.
Come give mama a hug, little chickadee.
Oh, don't you worry if my cousins and her families over here uh, have gotten a couple of pigs in part because one of the kids wanted to raise them, I guess, for 4-H, and
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have no problem eating that pig. I mean, I
And what
go
is
to tri-
4-H?
4-H. It's agriculture club for school age children.
Oh.
You didn't do 4-H?
I didn't do 4-H, but I knew of it.
No, I mean I did 4-H club very briefly because it was going to cost my parents anything, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, does it
But
cost?
I mean, think everything costs. If you're going to be in
Yeah,
some kind
you're
of club, it's
right.
going to cost.
You're right.
But they got one pig to keep and they got one pig to eat. And I go over there, and when we have leftovers that the pigs will eat, I'll take it over there to the pigs. I like those pigs. They let me pet them, and they're happy to see me, and all this stuff. But you better
Talk
believe I'm gonna eat some of that sausage when my cousin gets that pig processed.
right. But you're not going to kill the pig.
Mm-mm. I'm not going to, but I mean,
Right, that's what
someone
I'm
will.
saying. Like, I wouldn't have a pet chicken and then kill it, but I'm going to eat somebody else's. That'll be fine.
I'll
Yeah,
kill my
sure.
neighbor's chicken.
I
I
I
didn't even
have
know that guy.
attempted to shoot at the neighbor's chicken. I told you about the neighbors that had cockfights out in South Carolina. I was like, I will shoot you and your chickens, you noisy bastards.
I'll just I'll just say, pig, I loved you. I loved you in life, and now
I
I love
loved you
you
in
in
life.
my
It's
Yeah.
belly.
like the giving tree, but pork.
Oh no! Oh, not a tree made out of pork though. That's a weird nightmare realm.
This is totally an
The pork.
aside, but for Thanksgiving, the school had us teach the word cornucopia to the kids,
Oh,
Oh
oh God.
wow!
for which there
That's
is a Vietnamese translation. And I was like, first off, why would they even have a translation for that? And also, isn't this the most useless word to teach them?
you only use it around Thanksgiving.
I mean, I don't
It
even use
does
it at
look really
Thanksgiving.
cool. I used to love a cornucopia
It looks cool,
picture
yeah.
when I was little. So I see why, because it does. There's something about it that really interests kids, probably ages like 5 to 7, somewhere in there. Because I really loved it. I was like, look
Well,
at
because
that
it's
that
magic.
cornucopia. It,
The word or the actual thing.
the look of it, and just the look of it, and
Oh.
well, actually, the word too, because it's a longer word, so you feel smart when you say it when
Ah,
you're little.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, I still feel
so
smart when I
those
say
are
it,
ways to
especially if I get it
engage
right.
kids. Because we had the cornucopia thing that we drew those and we colored it, and we made the hand turkeys. You know, you put your hand down, you draw your outline, and make your turkey out of the hand.
Make your turkey out of the
That's,
hand.
I got the sweetest Christmas card from a friend of mine in South Carolina.
Hmm.
She had her 3-year-old daughter make a little Christmas tree out of. She put her hand in green paint and made the little Christmas tree out of her kind of her hand and fingers closed, not spread out like the turkey, but kind of closed so it looked more like a cedar tree shape. And
Yeah.
then she did finger paint underneath it for the stem in brown, and they glued on little puffs, a couple little puffs for orange. It's so cute.
oh,
Yeah, it was the sweetest
The
thing.
long string of fruit here. The fruit
Oh,
area, I guess. Nice looking
ooh, yay!
it's a
wax apples.
cornucopia.
Yeah, let's
My
make
question was,
a
is there any way
cornucopia.
to make the cornucopia give you what you want, or does it only just produce random things?
Um,
Is it a
I
magic item? I thought it
I
was just
I
like,
thought it was
right.
magic.
I just thought it was a thing that holds stuff.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
I
it
thought
was
it was just
magic
like
and
a
it
weird
produced.
basket.
I thought it produced the
It's
vegetables.
an ornamental container. It's supposed to be shaped
Yeah.
like a horn. You know what I
Right.
mean?
The horn of plenty.
Like, or but also cornucopia means like a bunch of something, like a
Right.
abundant supply of
Abundant
something.
supply. Yeah.
So, like, you got a cornucopia of that, but yeah, it's just a symbol of like some kind of horn or something.
I thought it came from mythology. I guess is what I was.
Oh, I bet you they did pinch that from something that was like pagan or something, maybe.
That's
Y'all
just what I was
pinched
thinking.
our
I was like,
idea.
this is going to be some kind of like thing related to Dionysus and Pan or
Sure. Yeah.
the Norse gods or something.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, in classic antiquity, the horn of plenty, y'all, or cornucopia symbolized abundance and nourishment. Its origins began with the story of birth and nourishment of baby Zeus, the sky and thunder god of the Greeks, who was hidden from devouring father Kronos in a cave on Mount Ida on the island of Crete. There you go. Greek origins.
Yeah. And does it
It's
say
called
anything about it being magically producing endless amounts, or no?
Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's see about because I mean, they said that's where it came from. It didn't really
Yeah.
go further. Let's see what Wikipedia tells us. Because they'll say in Greek or
Sorry.
Roman. They always do
Sorry.
slash Roman. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. It says baby Zeus, who was cared for and protected by a number of divine attendants, including the goat, Amalthea, nourishing goddess, who fed him with her milk. The suckling future king of the gods, that's a way to write that, had unusual abilities and strength, and in playing with the nursemaid, accidentally broke off one of her horns, which
Oh.
then had the divine power to provide unending nourishment. So it was a goat
Oh.
horn of goat Amalthea, the nourishing goddess. There you go.
Alrighty.
Wow. So was the nourishing goddess a goat, or did the goddess just
Yeah,
have?
she was the goat Amalthea, the nourishing
Oh,
goddess
okay,
who fed him with her milk.
okay, okay.
And as such an asshole that Zeus is, he broke off her horn because he's an ass. And
I mean, he was a
that
baby at the
became,
time, right?
yeah, but he was just giving us a precursor to him being an ass for the rest of his godly life.
Get ready. I'm going to continue this kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of forced sexual encounters, we'll say.
Yeah, Lita
Mm.
and the Swan.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, dude, you didn't even just do some regular forced sexual things. You were a swan while doing it. What a weirdo.
Don't
Also,
kink shame. Don't kink
don't
shame
kick
him.
shame Zeus. Rape shame him since he was raping everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not shame
The
him
mo-
for his kink there. He's like, I'm just gonna try something different.
I'm gonna be a
Wasn't there
swan.
one? Wasn't there one store? I can't remember who he fathered when he was just like a beam of light coming in one of the like a woman's window. I can't, it
Oh,
was
Oh. Um.
is it? I can't remember if it was might be Perseus or something.
It might. Let me look. And I just remember. I don't know who. I always get the Greek and Roman gods
oh.
mixed up because they're interchangeable online. They always put a slash there, but
Right.
like I don't
Someone
know
crossed
who
that one.
Minerva was in terms of Minerva versus the Greek one because Minerva's the Roman one, but that's the one that popped out of Zeus's head, isn't it? Like she broke.
Athena was the
Athena.
one that popped out of Zeus's head in the Greek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the alternate name. Okay, because
Oh, so that's
because it
Minerva.
says right Minerva.
Oh,
That's why like there was some commercial a long time ago. It was like from the mind of Minerva, and I thought that was funny because I
because
knew
she
the
came
whole
from
story
the
about Minerva.
mind.
But the Zeus's evil ass rapist mind. I'm glad she cracked that skull open.
No wonder she tried to get out.
Did you pick them up?
Oh, nice
I'm just trying to
dishes.
get out of here. All he thinks about is rape.
Yeah. I don't know if that voice quite fit Minerva, but yes, the sentiment was
didn't.
right on
It
board.
didn't. I was just trying to lighten the mood a little bit since it was a rape joke.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job.
Oh well. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't know if I did or not. Oh, okay. So it was. Yes, it was the
House swears portion.
father of Perseus. It says. His mother, Danae, Danae with a mark over it. Oh, he came. It says it came in the form of golden rain.
Oh.
Whoa.
Remember, no kink shaming.
No kink shaming. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that I thought it was sunlight, but that does put
I
a
thought
little
it was
different
sunlight,
bit of a.
but then a smell arose.
Then I was like, why do I feel wet?
What is that smell? Have you been eating asparagus, Zeus?
What are you eating? It smells like baby food. Well, okay. Well, again, I mean, we're not going to kink shame, but yeah, that's certainly a different. Okay, well,
That's certainly a different. Okay.
but it's like but yeah, she was the mother of Perseus, the hero Perseus, who slew Medusa and the rest, the other things.
And the rest.
The rest here on Gilligan's Island. They used to make me mad at the end of Gilligan's when or that song when they do that, and I'm like, y'all can't just mention the professor and Marianne. You have to be
Literally only two people more, and then it would have been easier to say that than to go and the rest. The other two,
and honestly,
they did it in later
they're
seasons.
like the better of the people too.
They did,
like,
yeah.
The
They corrected
professor's
it.
the one that kept everyone alive.
I liked that
and,
one better too.
Marianne was the cutest.
The
yeah, that
professor
kind of makes
the only one that's still alive, isn't he? If he
is he?
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
don't know. He may
Oh
not
no,
be.
I was saying he kept everyone alive on the island.
Oh man. Okay.
Professor and Marianne.
Yeah, here on Gilligan's Island. Like,
yeah, in the first version, it sounds like there's a whole town and the rest. But no, there's only two more people. We're circling the outside of the market just to show you that how the market spills out into the surrounding area. because there's almost as much that gets done at much commerce that gets done in this surrounding area as there is in the market itself. Oh, and this is another outside shoe area. I don't know how much clothes or shoe shopping Western tourists are going to end up getting done in markets like this, because they're mostly Asian sizes and we tend to be larger people. So, excuse me.
Did you put your mask on to be out there?
I did. I have it on right now.
Good.
I also have a water with me, which I hope is not moistening my battery right now. Oh, good.
Moist.
My
Just
cheer,
like Percy
moist.
with his mom.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's not necessary. Oh God, what have I done?
Oh, it's done now. All right. There's the market, by the way. I can turn the camera up so you can see it.
That's interesting too. That the cornucopia is made from basically a goat horn. There's a similar sort of myth in Norse mythology. They're the goats that pulled. I want to say Odin's, maybe Thor's chariot were goats.
Mm-hmm.
They were
I thought
goats.
you were going to say
and,
finger.
No, they were. And
Odin's finger.
well, Odin was quite the trickster, so yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, he the goats, like, he would travel along, whichever one of them it was, would travel along, and then at night he would stop and slaughter both the goats and cook up their meat and eat them, and then the next morning they were like magical immortal goats. The bones would basically reform the rest of the animal, kind of like, like a healing factor or something, I guess. But they'd be alive again and just reformed, and he would hook them back up to his chariot and keep going.
Wow, that's like some wishful thinking for
You guys want to take
curing
a...
world hunger thing.
Well, he's going to... we need more than 10 minutes now. Sorry. No. No, thank you. We only got 10 minutes. Sorry. There's a guy doing I'll show you. Guy doing a tour. They do these all over the place. They're fun. They're nice. They're relaxing. The pedicab tour. So he was just offering that to me. That's who I was talking to just now.
And the myth was that one day, I think whichever deity it was out and stopped at someone's, like a human's, home, and asked for lodging and that kind of thing. And he said, we can eat the goats, but you can't break any of the bones, because those, you can't do it.
You need those.
Yeah, you can't break the bones and suck the marrow out. You can't do it with my goats. And the guy did on one of them, and the next day the goat was like hobbling around, and Zeus knew he had, or not Zeus, excuse me, Thor or Odin, whichever one it was like, oh, you did the thing I told you not to. You're, I don't know, you asshole. I forget what happened after that, but I wasn't there, so.
You asshole.
That's exactly how most Norse stories end. You asshole.
It kind of is, yeah.
Then
you could apply it to a lot of them, yeah. Oh, Loki, you asshole.
Then they play some wacky end of episode music, and the myth wraps up.
They play the Larry David theme music. Maybe they could do like the old Police Squad thing, where somebody's like pouring a drink right as they do the freeze frame. You guys remember those?
Yes.
Like they don't really do the freeze frame. It's just like the two main characters just freeze in place and everything goes on in the scene around them like normal. It's really funny.
Well, I don't mean to end the fun, but what do you guys think of the market? What have you thought of it? Have you watched it or been looking up other things on the internet while we're doing
I've been watching it. No, it's. I mean,
I've been doing both.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
I've been
looking up
watching
things
it.
on the internet is good for you guys because, you can provide us with information. So that's not a bad thing. But you've been watching. What you thought of it? No
I
thought.
mean, I think that if I was there, it would be dangerous, and I'd be shopping and actually buying a bunch of stuff.
Well,
And once again, I would be stuck over there with a bunch of stuff. I guess I'd have to just leave it at your house.
we're
You have to ship it back.
we got a viewer, so we could have done the sweepstakes thing. Nobody mentioned it, but I just want to make sure I always remind you guys that that's an option. I want to show you these flashing lights before we leave this section. Scott, I think you weren't here when I was talking about it before. But StreamYard has a sweepstake. I call it sweepstakes. It's not really a sweepstakes. It's like a drawing sort of a thing. So one of the things I would like to do, that's what I'm showing you. All the flashing lights.
You know my enjoyment of flashing lights. I'm like a child. I clap and.
I mean, this is a great way to advertise them. When I was up on the third floor, I pointed the camera down, and it was like, whoa, you could see that from a long ways off. But this is actually the inside. Let's cross over. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually any more impressive from this side, but let's give it a try. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh wow! Look, that's beautiful. I like the flashing like paper lanterns and stuff. Those are great.
Yeah, those are cool, right? I like that.
Yeah, that hits a certain part of my caveman brain that
caveman brain activated.
Ooh, I do love the lights. Look how pretty.
Mm-hmm. Nice, right? Let's get an above view. But the drawing thing that I was talking about, so we could set it up. If we have anyone willing to make a comment on our comment, section, they could put in a certain comment and get a drawing, or maybe we shouldn't even put that restriction on. Just any comments, say anything you want, and you'll be entered in the drawing for exciting things. And then we do like an hour and a half of shopping, and whatever I buy during the hour and a half, we can send that to somebody on the list.
Oh,
isn't that exciting?
So, but we're gonna have to disqualify like me and Erica, right? Like,
I mean,
employees should be disqualified. Otherwise, one of us is going to do it like every week.
Well, I don't think we have to when there's no other viewers. Like we can do an example of like this is how it would go. But if you guys want to, but if you guys want something, you can always just say, "Hey, buy that for me," and I'll just mail it to you.
Yeah, it's
right.
So you don't really need to see the drawing.
I guess that's cool.
But I figure, like, if in some future episode, if Russ is on and we're in a place where he might want something, we can do a drawing. He's the only one that comments, so that should be fairly easy.
But Russ,
anyway,
we can't send you anything from the museum. Those are not for sale.
The museum shop is a possibility, but like I said yesterday, those are expensive. But we could do it. It'd be tons of fun.
And tons of import duties.
Anything you thought was interesting, unexpected? Final comments?
I did not expect to see a turtle in a cage.
Oh, you didn't?
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a turtle in a cage.
If that turtle was really a war, it would be rage. still, I'm like, and in a cage, and then eaten the next day. Well, maybe in a couple of days. How long they keep?
I mean, they keep as long as you keep feeding them, they keep. The great part about buying live dinner. The bad part is you have to, actually feed it.
Seems kind of counterintuitive.
Well,
Maybe you could feed it. Maybe you could feed it whatever you're hoping to stuff it with. Like just bread and spices or something.
I mean, in a sense, in that case, you are stuffing it.
You are, yeah. Here you go, kid. Here you go, turtle. Have some stovetop stuffing. Hell yeah.
Oh my. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Now eat some of these carrots and stuff. All right.
I think without interest in buying one of something here, a market can wear out quickly. But you can do a little shopping. Surprisingly, Erica has not seen anything this time that she said, "Oh, you should get that. Oh, that's nice looking."
I like that yellow shirt.
I know everything. Yeah. Santana's in here, by the way. Say hey.
Hi.
Hi. You mean the yellow shirt on the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you got to go online and make a comment, and you'll be entered to draw. You'll be entered to win.
Obviously.
I really thought there were external exits, which I was going to make use of.
I mean, if there are no external exits, you realize you're trapped in that building, right?
I mean, stairs,
Oh.
stairwells. There it goes. That's how you move stuff.
It's in famous Slushers. What flavors they got on there?
I don't know.
She's moving delicate china.
They only had that. They only have strawberry. So no. Okay, there's no slush. Mango.
Okay, get ready. It's so weird how we do this. Special
Small.
instructions.
Mom,
Yeah.
we're doing
Are
small.
those special instructions?
No, it just says add that item and
No.
get your
So
food.
tell them to kill themselves. See if I do it. Customer
I'm getting a
service.
cup of ice.
Okay.
Right. Well, now you guys know how to move. I should have saved the China joke until then.
Oh.
Glassware works here as well. All right. Well, that's good. I mean, I feel like I've earned a couple minutes sit down. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
I love a good sit down.
Well, let's go sit in this area here. There's nothing's open yet, so surely nobody's gonna bitch and complain about it. I don't think they would anyway, but
You want a corn dog?
what's going on?
I sent in if she wants a corn dog.
Oh.
Corn dog?
You want
Yeah.
a corn dog? I'm ordering from Sonic.
Oh, you're getting corn dogs. All right. Reasonable.
A little big floppy corn dog.
Oh, you know what? I better lay down. Ooh. Oh, God, don't do that. Caramel sundae.
It would be hilarious if like one of those old ones that played like cucaracha or something was.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
They're getting close. Christmas only a week away.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, that's true. Christmas is 6 days away, actually, not even a week now.
Oh,
I don't really want anything. Kongdung. Kongdung. Yeah. No sugar. Can you put no sugar in it? Okay. No sugar.
All I know in Vietnamese is what do you want? You know,
Why?
because Kimmy's name comes to mind.
In the bag that you have in here, and
I mean, if that's pre-made, it's going to have sugar in it.
go get it. Get rid of it before it gets here.
There's no taking him here.
What? Yes, remember I had you put it there, but I don't want to throw it away. All of the others throw them away and keep the new one.
Kong,
We're not
Kongzun?
supposed to touch this.
No sugar? Okay.
They're breaking all the rules with that anyway.
Hold on, guys. You're going to get a frozen screen for a second.
Okay. Drink my